Today in Parliament, we've got a new Parliament. It's only started last week, and today in Parliament they had a debate about asking the English government to get another Section 30. You know, there's the Scotland Act, and in that there's provision to give from the Westminster Parliament to this Parliament the power to make a referendum, but we don't have the power otherwise in this Parliament. So we've had a debate today, they voted for it. There's more votes for it than there's been before.
So listen up, I bet that you have heard this too many times, but I need your love. Oh, it gets lonely in this gangster's paradise. Oh, hurry up and quit pretending like you came for nothing tonight. I said I need your love. You got me burning up, I think I'll call you Mrs. Fahrenheit. So eat me alive. You burning baby fire. You got me burning with desire. So keep it burning baby higher, higher. Oh baby, baby, bring the fire. Girl, you got what I need, baby, please won't give up. And baby, baby, I got me wired. It's 2:45, come with me. Oh, hit me up and quit pretending like your break heart's better than mine. I said I need your love. You got me burning up, I think I'll call you Mrs. Fahrenheit. Eat me alive. You burning baby fire. You got me burning with desire. So keep it burning baby higher, higher. So eat me alive. You burning baby fire. You got me burning with desire. So keep it burning baby higher, higher.
Have no doubt that Scotland knows what it means to lead the world. We were at the forefront of the Industrial Revolution, thanks to our wealth of natural resources, thanks to a spirit of enterprise and an openness to the world, and thanks to a skilled and determined workforce with a pride in the many wonders of engineering that they produced. As we stand at the beginning of a new age of economic transformation, Scotland has the necessary resources, an abundance of clean, green energy. We have the innovators, thanks to world-class research universities, and a skilled workforce, practical skills, technical skills, young people who are among the very best educated in Europe. This new technological revolution is made for Scotland to succeed in biotech, space, precision engineering, fintech and in more. Scotland's got what it takes to prosper in the decades to come, and Scotland has a government that's determined to make it happen. Presiding Officer, our programme is for a more prosperous Scotland, but it is not wealth generation for its own sake. Under my leadership, this is and will always be a social democratic government. That means it will be wealth creation for a purpose, to make our nation fairer, with those with the least given a helping hand by those with the most. And the more powers we have, and there will be more, the more we can achieve. There can be no doubt that the old ways of the Westminster Government have failed Scotland. So let us say loud and clear for a just transition, For Scotland's energy wealth to fully benefit Scotland's people and communities, Scotland's energy must be in Scotland's hands. Presiding Officer, fairness will be built into the very foundations of the new nation-state that we are aiming and seeking to build. A Scottish constitution that protects our NHS and guarantees the fundamental human dignity of each and every person in our land. A Scottish constitution rooted in the values that speak to the very best of who we are. And security will come from being in charge of our own destiny, the true security that we have all experienced, that we all strive for, when we know that our future is in our own hands. When we know, no matter the challenge, that we are able to choose and chart the right course. Security also from a renewed partnership with our neighbours in the European Union, a true partnership of equals with 27 other nations, friends and peers. We share a continent and we share a future. Greater prosperity, because with the opportunity of independence, we have the control over our own energy wealth and are able to trade freely with the biggest single market in the world as members once again of the European Union. Together, these offer a golden opportunity, and it's one that I believe people will vote for resoundingly when our nation has once again the ability to decide our own future in an independence referendum. And that is, of course, why Westminster currently says no. But to build on the words of one of the fathers of our self-government, we are the people, we are the people's parliament, and we say yes. Today is the start of a process that I believe will lead Westminster to a yes to a referendum and Scotland to a yes to independence. Today, I seek confirmation from this Parliament that this is a voluntary union and that the people of Scotland have the right to decide whether we remain in that union. That is a principle that should be accepted by all those in this chamber who believe in independence, but also those who believe in the union. Because what is at stake are the democratic wishes of the people of Scotland. The people have elected a new Parliament. This new Parliament has the opportunity today to make its position clear. I invite Parliament to put Scotland's future in Scotland's hands.
Well, hello everybody. Thanks everybody for turning out. This is brilliant. In case you didn't know, the vote inside 72 for going for a Section 30 order for Ready Rep 2, 55 against. Now, I know a lot of people will think, well, that's a bit of a done deal, no surprises there, etc. Come on! The Scots have voted. It's only not a surprise because we keep voting in independence majorities. Yes. Not only behind us. And it's got to mean something. And I know people will say, what can the SNP, what can the Scottish Government do? If that's really where we are, over and over and over again, what is this union about? I mean, it's demonstrating precisely why we want to leave. Yes. Yes. What we need to see now, I hope, is something that includes the movement in what happens next with the party politics. So that we can do something in a more concerted way from here on in, even if that means going down to London. To push this vote as far as we can. We don't get that many chances, so we need to grab them. So basically, we've got this far, and it's a massive step forward because we have at least got some of the broadcasters lined up here with all of you guys in the background again, because we're determined to show anyone who's watching when the cameras are here, we need to be here because we need to look like we care. And I'll tell you, somebody who started today at 5:15 in Stromness, Orkney, I care. So, thank you very much for coming. Is there anybody here from any of the political parties? The SNP or the Greens who just voted? Now come on, did anybody can't now vote? We've got
Hi everyone, I'm Kate. I'm a newly elected Scottish Green MP. There are 15 of us, so we have more than doubled in size, which is really exciting. And we have the largest majority for independence in Scottish Parliament that we have ever had. And that means we have a mandate for independence. I just heard that Westminster have already rejected. Which we knew they would, but how can they call this a voluntary union if there are no pathways to even discuss leaving with the Scottish people?
Petition.
This is not democracy. We will keep building this movement, and through this movement we will build a fairer and greener Scotland. We will get that referendum and we will win. And I look forward to working with you all over the coming months and years to make that dream a reality.
Second chance for anyone from the SNP lurking around. Maybe you didn't hear properly.
Gary, what do you think of all this lot?
It's great. It's great the people coming out celebrating is actually taking that first stage of getting that Section 30 and moving towards independence.
And I hear they've just rejected it.
Well, I think that's a foregone conclusion, but it's how we then proceed as a nation. Because in any democracy around the world where you have parliamentary democracy, a majority in the parliament, that is the sovereign will of the Scottish people expressed. It's been denied to us, so it's up to us to take the fight to them.
So what do you think the next step forward is?
So I think that's when we start looking at civil society and building up the strength on it. Now I don't know if it's, I haven't heard if there's been a reject of it yet or what, but ultimately that's what we voted for, and we'll now leave it to the First Minister to go and speak to the people he has to speak to and demand that Section 30, which is probably the right way of doing it.
All the way from the Orkney Islands today. You've driven all the way? Well, except for the bit of water between.
Yes, I didn't swim actually the Pentland Firth, but I have been up since 5 o'clock in the morning from Stromness to get here, and boy, there's a lot of roadworks on the way and whatever, but my God, what a beautiful country this is.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, you know, as you're coming down the road, it's not just the beauty that really strikes you, but also the emptiness. At the moment I'm making a film about the clearances, but the vast array of offshore wind turbines. There was one field when feel like I was there last, there's 3. And those are not giving the people that can see them any help with their energy bills. And right there, you've got the best case for Scottish independence. And if people spent time going up, the galling nature of that juxtaposition between fuel poverty and all the hardware that's right outside is just, you know, we should be capitalising on that. And I've got to say the Scottish Government should be coming to the rescue and knocking back some of the projects which are being rejected by Highland Council. So that was this morning, and all the thoughts that were in my head as I was coming down the road. And then delighted to see the turnout here again with just people turning up, sure they care. So there's a vote going on in there and everyone's going, oh, it's priced in and we know they're going to win and it's so boring. We've had 4, was this the 4th or 5th independence majority? Come on, you know, if we mean anything by democracy, this does really matter. And so we've got to make it, we've got to show that it matters. And that is by turning up, learning songs, singing together and creating a bit of a spectacle and a festival, because we're going to be at this a while again and we need to get that spirit up.
You said something when you were making your speech to the crowd about going down to London, which is a thing I'm all for. If you'll invite me, I'll come. So
well,
tell us about that. What do you think?
Well,
your initial thoughts about that?
I've no idea, but you know, we need to follow this one through. So okay, Keir Starmer's already said no, so that seems to be the end of it. I don't know what the SNP are planning, and that's a rather important point. All of us who've been pretty active in the movement never know what's being planned by the Scottish Government. And I would humbly suggest, in the wake of what's been happening recently with the Peter Murrell stuff, they should catch a grip and realise it's got to change. So I don't know what's happening with London, but that's got to be, you know, the way that you get visibility is, you know, moving the mountain to Muhammad. And if these guys, occasionally they will turn up to, you know, report what's going on here. But if we have a substantial contingent down, it's just got to be newsworthy, because otherwise you turn up, you put the effort in, you put the money in, and there's no coverage. So we need to find something that will be
newsworthy enough to be a guarantee that the effort would be worthwhile. And these guys inside the Parliament could help us.